is a fast-growing evergreen woody grass in the grass family Poaceae with over 1,200 species, known for its rapid growth and diverse uses. It is found primarily in the tropical, subtropical, and mild temperate regions of Asia, Africa, and America. Bamboo is characterized by the unique hollow stems with nodes. Bamboo shoots are a traditional and loved delicacy. Bafoda Fupa Nimrod originates from the Elgon region in Uganda. He narrates to us his story.
When they are still young, they are called the bamboo shoots, which is called the Kamalewa in Rumasaba, Malaya, and in Kupsabe is called lake. So those bamboo shoots, when they are still young, they are very soft. They come when they are very soft, but as they grow, they harden. So the Bagisu or the Sabini people of Mount Elgon, they usually go to the forest. There is a season when they come out, those things. This is especially from January up to April there, when they come out. When they are still soft. So the Bagisu or the Sabini people, because those are the tribes in the Mount Elgon region, the Sabinis and the Bagisu. So they go to the forest. Is a distance. They walk. At the first forest where there are only trees there, you can't find the bamboo trees. But it is after so many, you can move about 5 kilometers in the area where those bamboo shoots are found. So the Bagisu or the Sabini people, they get those things. They call them when they are still dumb. They look like matoka sakas. They look like that. So when they are cut from their parent bamboo tree, they cut them. Then they carry them up to home. When they reach home, of course, they will remove the outer part. Then they of course cut them in small pieces. They are white by then. They are white. So they cut. So after cutting, those are fresh ones. After cutting, then of course they make a sauce by adding the local salt, which is called mukambis. Oh, that is sodium bicarbonate salt. So they add in it. So after adding it, then they can at times they eat it like that. They can serve as a sauce vegetable. Then at times there are those who can add also who can add the granules, and that one is very nice. Those are I'm talking when they are fresh. But it comes as they grow. Of course, they become big. As you can see, a saka out in the matoke saka when it grows, it becomes big. So when it becomes at the second stage or secondary stage, it becomes also white big. Those ones they usually the ones we see in Kampala here, which is the Baganda. They have Ugandized it, calling it Kamalewa. That one when it is at the secondary stage, they cut those. They are still white. Then those ones they can smoke them. They usually smoke them. They become dry ones. So those ones also, when it comes to the time of preparing, you also, of course, when you dry them, you dry using real smoking, usually which is consumed in Kampala here. For us at home there, we consume those young ones, which are very white. But when that thing grows up, it becomes, of course, a bamboo tree. And let me not mislead the people that not every bamboo is eaten. That is species. There are several species. So that one specifically from Mount Elgon, which is eaten. But there are bamboos around here. Somebody should not mistake that one should be that one. That one might be poisonous. So when you want to get the Rio Kamalewa or bamboo shoots, it should be from Mount Elgon.
Additionally, bamboo is crucial for soil stability and erosion control, and its cultivation helps restore degraded landscapes. The reason Ministry of Water and Environment has continuously used bamboo in various parts of Uganda to fight environment degradation. In Kitgum District, Dodoma Village, Orom Sub-County, they are used as buffer zones.
These bamboos you are seeing, these were planted by the Ministry of Water and Environment to demarcate the river, to divide the buffer zone and the gardens. Formerly, people used to dig and then cross into the river. So the ministry came with a plan to demarcate the river so that there should be a buffer zone where people don't cross. Now these bamboos are like fence. They stand as fence. From where you see, this side is the garden and the other side is the buffer zone. So these bamboos were planted 3 years ago. As you can see, they have grown up now. These bamboos are very unique as we see them. We had never seen them before. This bamboo has been brought by the Ministry of Water and Environment. And we really like it. The community like this bamboo. Though in the beginning, when the ministry brought this bamboo, people thought they were not helpful because of the color. There are other species which are wild bamboos. They are on the mountain. They are white in color, but this is yellow. When these things are planted, they were supposed to be protected, not to be destroyed, because it was a consensus idea. People agreed that it has to be planted. Someone agreed that it has to be planted along his garden. They help to demarcate the buffer zone. So this is someone's garden, but for the last 2 years, this garden has not been worked on. But if he had planted, he had worked on this garden, he was supposed to stop here, not to go beyond the bamboo. So in more cases, the bamboos are in the bush to protect people from encroaching the riverbank. The demand for the bamboo is relatively high because people want to use this bamboo, but they're not enough. They were planted not for home use. This is planted for demarcation. But as we are seeing them growing very well, people are demanding this bamboo to be used for home use now. But we believe that if the ministry can gap field this bamboo, it will be of great help.
In Kasese district, they have been used to conserve soil along River Nyamwamba.
One of the major components of the project was the riverbank management and stabilization, because you notice that people have been doing a lot of agriculture and have gone very close to the riverbank. So we needed to restore the riverbank so that in case of subsequent floods, they can find a buffer zone which is protected, and there will be less effect on the bank in terms of being eroded, but also in terms of water crossing the bank into community land. So we did this with the planting of bamboo, a hedge of bamboo of over 20 kilometers on both sides of the river, such that and on either side of the river there is that kind of protection. It is actually not just 20 because of the distance from the road to the Kilembe to Bulembia division. So there is that stretch of almost 30 kilometers that was planted with bamboo. We were targeting using the bamboo species because it is stronger, but it is also a grass which is able to hold the soil at the bank together, but also create kind of a wall and keep the bank stable. Whereas there are the reeds, the Phragmites, they are already there at the bank. It will give them a chance to regenerate within the river bank and within the river. And beyond that, we have the bamboo, which also helps to strengthen the bank by holding the soils together, but also creating a force against the floodwaters in case the floodwaters arrive and they cross over the reed area. We also realized that along the way, there are certain interventions that are not exactly establishing. Even along the stretch of 30 meters of bamboo, some gaps have appeared because of either loss of bamboo due to subsequent floods, and these need to be replanted, and they are still existent. But the community itself still needs a lot of support in terms of livelihood improvement, such that they don't have to depend on the natural resource, so that they don't have to depend on the reeds, they don't have to depend on the bamboo itself or cut it down, so that their livelihood is further strengthened to enable them to survive and to enable them to protect the environment.
We have 44 lower local governments, and all those lower local governments have started seriously. We have said all streams, all rivers in Kasese, the river banks must be protected, and we are planting bamboo trees everywhere. Even if you visited some of those rivers, you will see for yourselves. Go to Mubuku, go to Isebwe, go everywhere. We encourage bamboo because one, they can withstand the weather of Kasese. Two, they hold the ground, and once they are there, because the experiment we did on River Isebwe just teaches us that bamboo are good for those areas.
Ministry of Water and Environment reassures the public of her continuous usage of bamboo in restoring degraded areas.
When we are implementing catchment management measures, and especially wetland restoration, riverbank restoration, people have traditionally relied on these sensitive ecosystems for their livelihoods. Now you come in and say, please get out, we want to restore these. People have been growing crops there, people have been maybe even grazing there, fishing there. So you say, well, we want to restore these. So they are experts in the demarcating and restoration of the wetlands by understanding the wetland boundary in terms of the vegetation, the water, and the soil type. So when we understand the boundary, it's demarcated, and then the hotspots in the wetland are restored.
Apart from the nutritional and environment conservation roles, bamboo also has diverse uses ranging from construction, craft making, among others.
So it can be used for what? For acting as support. You know, like Isebwe region and the what? Bugisu region, they grow matoke, so they can use it also as those trees, bamboo trees, as support. They support the bunch so that it does not fall during what? Rain or what have you. And of course, they are also there are those Sabini people who are called Ndorobos. Formerly, they used to make baskets. They used to make baskets from that.
They use them for poles for putting up grass-thatched houses. You can see this one. This is not enough pole for the grass-thatched house. Those ones you see, you can cut them and you can use them for shade. And even for crafts, you want to make some crafts, as I mentioned before, you can use them for making chairs, the local chairs. When you cut them and you peel them, you can make some good crafts and good chairs. And sometimes, if you are crafty enough, you can even make bags from these bamboos. You can make bags. When you cut them and you peel them very small, you can knit a bag from this.
These bamboo trees were selected as being the best in holding firm the ground. If you see in the back, there are very many than here, but they are good at holding the walls of the soils into one place. And since we planted them, by the way, that carrier away of soil has reduced. But also we feel that the bamboo can be used to make crafts. We can harvest part of the bamboo to make crafts like seats, baskets, hats, and the like, spoons, mention it.
Increased demand for wild bamboo has led to its overuse and degradation, creating sustainability challenges. However, in the Elgon region, government's decision to gazette Elgon Mountain as a reserve has helped to secure the bamboo.
It is bad news. Let me tell you a story. You know, I will not praise the NRM government, but I support the IUI. I praise it because in 1980, 88 up to 83, when the second Obama government was in power, there people had gone in the forest and they had cleared the trees from the forest part, and they had gone even up to the bamboo forest. They had cleared all of them. So when the first from 86, they chased all the people who had working projects in the forest reserve. So that thing started again the rejuvenation of course coming up. But otherwise, they had cleared. If we had gone at that pace, if they had not removed the people from the forest, those things would have faced extinction. But I heard there's a story which I heard. I recently went home in the place where we used to go for those bamboo shoots and the bamboo trees. I understand they are no longer there, that they have disappeared. They say they have go. That when you want to get them, you go very far, many miles away from where we used to get. That's some of them. They take many that they have disappeared. There are many, just a very few. So I think government should do something to conserve that species. Otherwise, it might face extinction.
While bamboo are exceptionally fast-growing, highly versatile, and offer significant environmental benefits, their overall positive and negative impacts depends heavily on specific species, growth management, and processing methods.